Why did Zimbabwe introduce an $89 per ton wheat import levy, and how long will it stay in place? Welcome back to this week's African Grain Market Overview. We look at the impact of the new wheat import levy and why its timing has raised some questions, and how the uncertainty is complicating new season pricing as harvest approaches. This episode is made possible by Collateral Management International, De Heers, and Somatic Irrigation Systems. Collateral Management International, or CMI, works across the continent, helping banks and other financiers keep their commodities secure and well managed. With over a decade of experience, they're known for their reliable storage solutions, trusted staff, and professional stock monitoring and inspection services. CMI helps make sure everything runs smoothly and securely. CMI, your trusted collateral manager in Africa. Over the last month, about 66% of our watch time came from people who are not subscribed to our channel. So if you're one of them, hit that subscribe button. It costs nothing and helps us continue bringing you independent agricultural market analysis every week. You're also welcome to drop a comment or a thumbs up. De Heers, growing Africa's future together. De Heers is a leading global animal nutrition company dedicated to helping farmers produce safe, sustainable, and profitable food for a better tomorrow.
Good day. As indicated last week, this week we will reflect on the Zimbabwe wheat import levy introduced in June. Before we start, let's put the Zimbabwe wheat S&D in perspective. Zimbabwe's annual production, normally around 200 to 250,000 tons, and consumption in the 350 to 400,000 ton range. And therefore, annual imports around 150,000 tons, or around 40% of normal consumption. Being a constant net importer of wheat, but also a producer, one could not fault a policy protecting farmers during harvest time against cheap imports. Before we continue, it is important to note it is the first time in many years we have seen a wheat import levy. The Zimbabwe government normally controls wheat imports through import permits. Now back to the import levy initiated in June. The new import levy of $89 per ton, which seems excessive, was introduced June 1. The levy only mentions soft wheat, so hard wheat excluded. No time frame has been given regarding this levy. What is interesting is the levy was introduced in June, well before the local crop normally commences harvesting late September. So, a relevant question is if and when this levy might be scrapped. If it was introduced to protect farmers against cheap imports, it will need to stay intact until at least October. Given it is the first time in many years an import levy was introduced and at an odd time in the season, the reason for it is not that clear. The Grain Marketing Board, or GMB, the government's procurement arm, has been an active buyer of wheat from farmers the last few years, usually buying at a premium above market and then later selling the wheat into the market, preferably at a profit. Zimbabwe wheat is classified as soft wheat. The past few months, the GMB has been selling at $460 per ton ex-depot, which typically comes to a delivered mill price of around $480 per ton. The market price for imported soft wheat, typically Russian origin, excluding the levy, was around $420 to $430 per ton delivered Harare when the GMB started to offer a few months back. By introducing the import levy and limiting the issue of soft wheat import permits, the government to an extent forced millers to buy GMB wheat. We understand the GMB the past week has stopped supplying the market, probably due to the new season harvest campaign that should commence second half September. We are not aware of any wheat that was imported so far on permits carrying the $89 per ton import levy. Millers made use of GMB wheat, soft wheat permits issued before June that carried zero import levies, and also shifted to hard wheat imports. The classification between hard and soft wheat is relatively vague. The uncertainty regarding the import levy and if and when it will be dropped, making it very difficult to determine pricing for the new crop to start harvesting second half September. More clarity on government's intentions with the import levy will make planning in the wheat industry less complex. Remember, quality information improves decision making. Contact us for more detailed, tailored information.
For deeper insights into Africa's soft commodity markets, contact Jacques today to access Commodity Insight Africa's full weekly reports. A special thank you to Collateral Management International, De Heers and Thematic Irrigation Systems for making this episode possible. Thanks for joining us today. Stay informed, trade wisely, and we'll see you again next week.